Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA. Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangsta Chronicles. Ew.
Gangsta Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Ew.
Gangsta Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC8, Big James, and Big Steel.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the James.
But I gotta ask you, man, what's happening? I heard you did something with R. Kelly. Man, is he a cool dude or is he just scandalous like everybody say? I had to
you know what, man? He's weird. He's very weird, but he a genius. He's weird because he's a genius. And most people I've been around that's that talented, that's that gifted, is some kind of thing about them that's just kind of off. So like that dude is just about music and about women. And every other extension of him, it comes from them two things. Right. So when you're working with him, it's tons of women around. When you're in the studio, if the women don't like what y'all working on, you're going to erase the shit and start over.
Right.
The women are there to tell the nigga if it's good or not. And he going to listen to them women over listening to anybody else. That's why his shit sound like that. And yeah, the nigga, you know, he a freaky nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about all the kids and all that kind of shit. I know all the time I spent around him, all the bras that was there, they was getting paid handsomely to be there doing what they was doing, and none of them upset about nothing. So, right. That's what I could say about that. Outside of that, it was a lot of music. We was working on the Best of Both Worlds Part 2.
Yeah, let's go. Not to cut you off, T. You're going right into what I was about to ask you. That was supposed to be you and Birdman, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be Birdman and R. Kelly. Supposed to be Birdman and R. Kelly instead of Kelly and Jay-Z. Kelly and Jay-Z had fell out. And we all flew up to Chicago. He's like, man, come on, let's get down. Because what happened, we was on tour with Nelly and them after that first trial situation of his. And Boo and Gotti, Baby had just signed them. We was in Chicago and they wanted to bring him out on stage. And he was scared. He was like, they're going to boo me. They're going to boo me. So we all backstage trying to pump him up to come on out. The nigga came out. They did Fiesta together. Everybody went crazy. And then that was it. He was back on. Because he had been like out of the way for a while after that little trial situation, that first one. And after that, he just kind of felt like, man, baby, I owe you. Because like you gave me my mojo back. Kind of on some shit like that. So he was like, he had fell out with Jay-Z. He still got an obligation to do Best of Both Worlds. So he's like, why don't me and you just do it? And that nigga Baby was excited. And Baby was like, man, I got to get my people on this. He was like, I need TQ writing some shit. I need Fresh doing some beats. I need Jazzy on this shit. I need Wayne up here. And so Kelly was like, man, y'all just come on up here and stay with me. We do all the shit at the house. Nigga, we have parties, we have pool parties, we have bitches all over the place, and let's just do some rock star shit. Sure enough, we went up there and that's what we did.
Yeah, wow, man. And what was the end result of that? I gotta ask, man, what was the end result of that shit?
Oh man, so when you said that was supposed to be that part 2 was supposed to be you and him, right? So basically, I don't know what happened, but like nigga Kelly just all of a sudden flipped. I don't know if he stopped answering the phone, but we stopped fucking with the nigga, stopped going up there. All of a sudden, Best of Both Worlds Part 2 was out with him and fucking Jay-Z. Baby ain't know nothing about it. And boy, you talking about a hurt, but we was all hurt, nigga. we was all sad because I had about 6 songs on that motherfucker. I'm like, man, I'm about to bounce after this. I'm like, boy, when this album come out, I got some copyright on this one.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, it was kind of, it was getting towards the end of it. And I was kind of wanting to do my own thing. I was falling off overseas, and like it was a big chunk of my money that used to come from overseas before I even went to Cash Money. And the nigga just would never let me. He just never wanted me to go. Anytime I would have a tour or somebody come up with something for me to do, he would always, well, how much money are they gonna pay you? I tell him, he said, all right, I'll give you more than that. And I end up staying. And then once it got towards the end of it, I'm like, man, I got some other opportunities. So I had a situation for myself at Warner Brothers after this deal was over. And the option for the last year was my option. It wasn't theirs. So when that option came up, man, I just bounced. And I thought I was going to be able to bounce with that Best of Both Worlds Part 2, under my belt.
Yeah.
That shit,
R. Kelly is a cold ass nigga then.
Oh, that nigga low down for that. But again, like, I don't know what happened behind closed doors. I know Birdman was shocked. As far as he was concerned, he was shocked. We was all shocked because the album was the shit. If I could have got away with them songs, nigga, woo, them niggas had a masterpiece. I don't know where them songs at. I don't know who got ownership of them or what, because I ain't heard them nowhere. But like, them niggas had a banger. And this was at the time. At the time, Baby was on some. Looking back, I think he was kind of hurt behind the Hot Boys. He felt like they did him some kind of way, which they didn't. It's kind of the other way around. But the nigga was just in this mode where this nigga turned down so many people. He could have had T.I., he could have had Jeezy, Bone Thugs, Webby and Boosie, Jagged Edge. Man, there was so many artists that could have signed the Cash Money that's like popping right now that he literally was like, nah, Slim, I don't want to sign them.
Oh, so he could have had all of them. He could have had Jeezy and all of them?
Hell yeah. He could have had 50 Cent. Hell yeah. He could have had so many people, but he was just like, he was telling niggas no, left and right.
Who that sound like, Jay?
Damn.
Who that sound like?
I ain't gonna tell you who it sound like, man. You know what it sound like.
Yeah, man.
You get me in trouble with this shit.
Oh no, but the thing is though, man, we gotta start doing better, man, as Black executives, man, because I will give, just like we sitting up here, we having a little fun, man. Baby and Slim, they've done some incredible things in the game, man. You can't dispute that. And, even with R. Kelly, man, his situation is unfortunate, man. But this is what I think with a cat like R. Kelly. R. Kelly can't read or write. A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
R. Kelly kind of like how T said that R. Kelly is weird. R. Kelly kind of thinks like a 15, 16-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's how his mind is. So I think that's what the thing is, man. He probably feels more comfortable with around younger people. I wasn't there, so I ain't gonna never sit up and accuse no man, allegedly, he's doing some other stuff. But
yeah, to
me, even with his situation, them parents knew what they was getting into. You let your daughter go up here and audition with R. Kelly. Come on, man.
Man, listen, I done spent time at the man house. I done spent time working with the man. I got songs with the man. It's been tons of women around the place. And at the same time, I wasn't there all the time. I don't know what didn't happen since then. This was a long time ago. But I know during the time that I was there, every woman that was there, and some of them, I went in depth with conversation. They were telling me about the houses they got put through college, they did this, did that. It seemed just like a cool situation for everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? So
Kels did a lot of shit, man. Kels did a lot of shit for a lot of people, man. And I think it's one of them things, man. You know how they say, first they love you, then they hate you? It's like, man, the media loves to destroy artists, man.
Yeah.
They find something, man, to run with, man. They just running with it.
They got a hard on for that.
Yeah, they got a hard on for it, man. And you know, nobody really knows the truth of what went on, man. It's just a sad situation, man.
Finally get a chance to let the real